Find a man that looks at you the way that Ben looks at Clav. Remember Ben? What he did to that little girl? That proximity, the glazing into the eyes. Bro is in love. A match made in heaven or perhaps made in hell. Coach Greg in today's video, Clavvicular, he just doesn't give a shit. In the past, you may have defended him.
Oh, he's not a bad guy. It's okay. I don't care what he says, what he does, all the horrible things.
But this time, he's gone too far. Do you know who he's now friends with? Chatting it up, acting like they're butt buddies, essentially best pals, boyfriend, you know what I'm saying. Essentially flirting with each other, trading sunglasses, touching each other. None other than one of the most hated men in the world by the name of Ben. Remember Ben? What he did to that little girl? When he thinks he's famous for doing all kinds of cool stuff, but essentially he's just infamous for doing something so atrocious that the world just can't forgive him. And to the point where he can't even go out in public. Clavvicular decided he's my new best friend.
So the last time we saw Ben, remember, he was getting name called out of that arena and he cried like a little bitch and ran away when the whole arena knew exactly what he was famous for.
I mean, what's next? What line will this man not cross? Is he now going to partner up with Hulo? You know, the guy who ordered that child pizza for $25 and is up on 15 charges? I mean, at this point, does it not seem as Clavvicular is willing to stoop to any level to befriend anyone in order to get clicks and views, to be involved in more and more controversy?
And then I see Clav, and he walks by Ben, he looks at him, and he recognizes him. He walks over, and I'm thinking, you know, he recognizes him for that PDF file shit. He's going to say some crazy shit to him to get a clip. But no, he goes up to him like he's his hero.
Clav, he clearly recognizes Ben. He knows what he's done. The fact that he's been up on all these charges, most certainly he's watched at least one or two of John Bravo's or perhaps even my videos. And so there's no way that he doesn't know all the crazy shit that he's been doing. It's virtually impossible not to know this. And so you would think he would approach him and say, you know, I don't stand for this. I don't want you in my club. I don't want you in my bar. I'm not associating with you. And that, people would give him some props. They would perhaps have a viral moment. Perhaps he punches him in the face, he elbows him, he tries to run over him with a cyber truck, or perhaps he tells him he's going to, or he's going to sue. He could say anything. Anything to go against Ben, and people would have liked Clav. They would have brought him over on his side and say, hey, at least he isn't friends with Ben. At least he doesn't stoop to that level. But no. Why would he want to do that? Why would he not want to defend this man? Well, is it because perhaps he can relate? You all know that Clav is up on charges. You know, that young girl, she was perhaps 16, 17 years of age, and he was injecting her with that substance. There are several different allegations. I've already done a video on this, and so perhaps he can relate, saying, you know, he isn't all that bad after all. I seem to remember something that I did, and so I'm not going to put him down.
Hey, can we remake? Let's remake the video.
Let's do it. You ready? Yeah. Ali, you're a nice guy, but I'm not someone that's just going to let you speak to him this way.
Clearly, he knows him. He knows that viral scene. He's describing it. They're playing it out.
Ali, you're a nice guy, but you're not speaking to somebody that will just let you speak this way, you know?
I don't know if they planned this gathering in advance. They said, hey, come to the club tonight when we introduce each other. I'm going to walk up to you. I'm going to say this. You can say that. We'll hug. We'll change glasses. We'll act like we're in love.
That's the man right here. My boy.
That's my man right here, my boy you've never met. Like, what is going... Like, I don't understand how these things work. You pick out people in advance and pretend like you're best friends. And so is this somehow going to promote this bar? Are more people going to attend because Ben is showing up? Like, is that really the type of advertisement that you're going for?
Ladies in the cinema, make some noise.
Let's try these
If
out.
you like them, I'm going to give you new ones.
Let me see how it looks.
This is class, bro.
Arms around him. He's offering him gifts. I'll buy you one. I'll get you another. I mean, I just don't understand this. Since when have men become women? I don't understand.
What brand? How do I get these?
I'm gonna buy you some.
I mean, he's whispering sweet nothings into his ear. If I didn't know better, I would think he's trying to kiss Clavicular. What is the next move here? If bro was a girl and this was going on, you'd say, wow, he's really smooth. He's hitting on her and she's accepting his invitations. I would then say, hey, let's go up to my room. Hey, why not? I mean, clearly she's into me. Let's go up to my room. Does this not look like when a man and a woman meet for the first time and there's a spark, a chemistry, a je ne sais quoi? Love is in the air.
I love that. I saw the growth. I told people. Now I love you.
It takes a while.
I mean, find a man, woman that looks at you the way that Ben looks at Clav. Is he in fact gay? I just had to ask. I don't know him that well. I don't know if he's into men, to women, to both males and females. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm not saying you can't be gay. My sister's gay. I don't care. And so, is he in fact gay? And is he gay for Clav? And is Clav gay? I mean, that would all make sense, would it not? The fact that he looks max to this extent. And so does Ben want to be inside of Clav's body? That is a great question. Perhaps he does. Perhaps he doesn't. Perhaps he wants to be like Clav. Perhaps he wants to be inside of Clav. But based on what I'm seeing, based on the hand around the shoulders, now I'm very good at reading body language. And this is telling me bro is in love. If you find a girl and she gives you that type of attention, that proximity, the glazing into the eyes, the look that he gives, you know that she's into you. This is a match. A match made in heaven or perhaps made in hell. Has it not gone too far? Where is the line in the sand that we shall not cross? Hey, cross this line and we're done. Is this not the line in the sand?
You guys remember when the Chinese man in the restaurant, the old man, took Ben under his wing to teach him kung fu in that restaurant, and Ben explained how he fell in love with him?
What I did find was a Chinese restaurant right across the street. When I used to go there, eventually the owner fell in love with me, and he said, that kid is special.
I mean, the owner fell in love with him and he's now older. Do we not see patterns of A, B? I don't think I can say the full word. I don't want to get the video demonetized. You know, bad things that people do to other people. There is a pattern. Oftentimes, things that happen to you when you were younger, you then do on to others when you're older. It's not okay. It's not right. And hey, I'm just telling you the facts.
It is what it is.
I didn't know what I was doing at first. And I was just doing too many things.
Clav's admitting he didn't know what he was doing, just taking way too many substances.
But you're around the right people, you're only going to go up to the top.
At least, you know, all my bad habits are done and I'm only 20.
How many people think that all of Clav's bad habits, they're done? Before the age of 20, he's a new man. He's found God. He's no longer ever going to touch any recreational substances. He's a born-again Christian. Does anyone believe this? I mean, he's hooking up with Ben. You've gotten rid of all the bad habits, and the first thing you do is decide to hook up with Ben?
My bad, I'll keep doing.
I'm going to message you tomorrow, okay?
Wait, let me make sure I have your number.
He's perhaps trying to seal the deal. Oftentimes men will do that. They meet up with a girl. Hey, can I have your number? Before they leave. Hey, we are going to see each other tomorrow. Hey, you don't need to do that. Once it's done, it's done. You don't need to beg. You don't need to show too much interest. It's not going to help you. And so Ben, Clav, guys, if you want to get together, you get together. You don't have to set it up to this extent. Let me know in the comments section, do you think that Clav is just a sweet angel? He's just so cool and you respect him for everything that he's done. Does that include this? If you were Clavicular, would you team up with Ben? Do you really think that that's a great idea? Or is the world cooked? Hey, I know in 2026, it's certainly the year of the degenerate, the more of a loser, the more of a dipshit, the more of a piece of shit that you are, the more fans that seem to follow. But where is your line in the sand? When will it be too much? Does he have to partner up with the cheese pizza performers, the other looks maxers who are doing these types of things? Or is Ben not enough? Perhaps he needs to bend over for you. Perhaps if it was your girlfriend, your sister, your friend, that Ben had done this to you, that you would be thinking, you know what? This is not okay. Or you don't care. You don't care if somebody did that to your sister, your mother, your friend, your girlfriend, your loved one. You just don't care because you are also a piece of shit. I'll let you think about it. Hopefully, all of you are taking the Turk Builder Max, as no one on Turk would ever do such a thing. And hopefully you're all employed. It was up in Montreal, Canada, watching the Habs game, attending the fitness expos. And essentially all of Montreal is unemployed. No one working on Monday. Everyone out partying harder than last time on a Sunday night. Hundreds of police officers everywhere. Hopefully the rest of the world can be as unemployed as in Montreal. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm. Please like the video if you liked it. Don't forget to go to AlgoRx for all your supplement needs. If you've been blasting testosterone and you want to stop, perhaps you need enclomiphene or the various peptides, the GLPs, the Cialis, whatever, you can go to AlgoRx. Don't forget to watch any of those 2 bloops. If you want to get sponsored, if you want to get coached by myself, or if you want to get HLT supplements into your store, click the link in the description. And until next time, I am out.